what's up guys? So here is the day. Today I will remember this day. That's not gonna be a simple day. I will celebrate even today because today I'm filming the first podcast for Empire Mentality. So the first podcast is gonna be about me, my life, who I was, how I get where I am today, and the whole idea of this Empire Mentality podcast, who's going to be interviewed and what's the reason of this podcast itself. So let's go. I will start telling you the all true about myself. How I grow, how I was, and who I am, and everything about me. Like nothing to hide. I am who I am. Everyone deserves to know about me. We're going to start with where I'm from and who I was as a kid. So originally I'm from Republic of Moldova. Everyone knows us close, a small country close to Romania, between Romania, Ukraine, Russia. So because I lived over there, of course, that's why I know like multiple languages, Russian, Ukraine, and all this stuff. So that's why I have also the accent of Russian mafia guy. So, but actually I'm Moldovan, guys. I'm not Russian, I'm not Ukraine. I'm a small country between whatever, two big countries. I was born in 1993 in January. Cold, freaking snow, like by there, back in the days we will have high snow over there and a bunch of like 3-4 months of like, I don't know how in degrees, but it's gonna be like minus like 30, 40 in Celsius. So it was cold, and that was the day when I decided like I need to come in this world. And the whole story starts with that I came in this world at 35 weeks. Not 40, not 49, 41, whatever. I came at 35, a little bit faster. I was hungry and I was ready to go and grow and learn. I was just a simple kid in a poor family. My mom was only 18, my dad was 22. It was after when USSR broke. Just imagine right now the America, how it has like 51 states and everyone is going to get separate. Everyone will have their own money, their own languages, whatever stuff. So exactly the same would happen in our country. So of course, all my money what parents had in 1991, 92 when everything had broke, they canceled those money. So they started. Pretty much those money wasn't available anymore to use. So even if you have $1 million in whatever rubles, whatever what they named it before, you cannot use them. So pretty much zero, they started their life from zero again. And pretty much I didn't came on the right time for them. I'm pretty sure, and they told me they wasn't ready for me, but that's what God decided to be the way it is. So my father was working in different countries, in Russia, working like a construction guy, and trying to keep up with the family and have some money for me to grow, have food and clothing and all this stuff. I remember myself from like 4 or 5 years old, pretty much from the days when my father took me from my hand and he said, hey, let's go. I want to give you the opportunity to learn something. I asked him, what? He said, like martial arts. I said, wow. I was like very, very happy. The only thing I had like few channels over there back in the days in Moldova, and there is going to be like Jackie Chan, Van Damme, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what I remember. So I was watching those movies, of course, and I was very motivated to be the same, to be a champion, to be a hero, and blah, 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 blah. So first day, he dropped me at Taekwondo. He knew that trainer who was. He knew him from back in the days. So pretty much, my dad gave his son in a good hands. So that guy, he saw who I was and ready to rock and roll. He started to be with me the same as with everyone else. And he was pushing me very, very hard. I remember like first like month or two, I was coming home from trainings and I will cry, oh, they put me to clean the floors, they put me this, like why I do this, blah, blah, blah. My dad said, hey, if he told you, then do. That's one rule, okay? So after like few months, I started like to accommodate myself. Everything over there, it was in Russian language, and back on the days I didn't know Russian. And I knew only Moldovan, so for me it also was a barrier between the languages to understand. So little by little I accommodate myself. Then I told my friends around my city over there, my neighbors, and also the guys from the school who was with me in the first grade. I invited them to go at Taekwondo with me, so I made my group of people from when I was actually kids too. So I had another 4 or 5 guys going with me at the gym and at Taekwondo and training. So my schedule, it was this way. Waking up in the morning, going to the school, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, we're gonna came home from school, 4:30, 5 o'clock, I will have Taekwondo training. The training, it was like 40 minutes walking through that gym. And the training is gonna finish at 7 p.m. I'm gonna came home, take a shower, eat, make my homework for school, and go sleep at 9:30. That was my dad rule, and that rule, I will say that. If he said it, then we have to follow. If not, we're gonna be, of course, we're gonna suffer, I will say that way. So my father is a very strict person, and he doesn't like to be like, you know, like this mussy pussy, all this stuff. No, no, no. If he said it, you do. If you're not gonna do, you're gonna suffer. That's it, one rule. So this way it was going like for many, many years. And then like when I was in the 6th, 7th grade, when I had like 13 years old, I had opportunities to go to compete on Taekwondo. I started first in our capital in Moldova, Chisinau. That was the first time when I competed. I won first place. We had international Taekwondo meeting. I won over there. And then from over there, I started to have the opportunities and to go like to compete in multiple other countries too. The other country what I went, it was Romania, it was Ukraine, and it was in Russia. Everything had happened between like 13 and 15 years old. I had 2 years full of opportunities to compete anywhere. And all the time when I will go, I will win the first places. Number one, I was only 15 years old, but I had like around like 60, 70 kilograms. It's around like 140, 150 pounds. And I was winning all the guys over there. For me, it was easy. I had goal, and the way like my trainer was training me, it was very good for me. And then one day I was training, and the floor was wet. I was trying to do Taekwondo. It's a lot of fight with the legs, and I was jumping in the air to do the back flip, and I broke my both knees. I had to stay like for 5-6 months only with like no walking, no training, no nothing, not even school. It was hard for me mentally, but I was doing home at least some push-ups and many other things just to keep myself. After that, when I got out, I finished my 9th grade of the school, so I had to go pretty much to high school, we name it. The high school was in a different city, so I had to pretty much dedicate a little bit myself, make new friends over there, knew everything. When I started the high school, my trainer who trained me on the Taekwondo for so many years, he said he's low with money. He doesn't make any money for training us over there, and nobody wants to pay him, the city, whatever, nobody wanted to help our group over there. And he had to leave to Italy. And he left me everything, all the gym, all the equipment, and all the guys who was training over there. So I was training between like when I was like 15 until 18 years old. I was training kids and adults over there with Taekwondo. On that time, I already had the black belt number 2. Who knows what that means, they will understand. So I was training, I was making some money for a high school guy over there. It was very good and enough for me, because many of the guys over there in Moldova, they will not have the opportunity to have any money at all, to work anywhere when they are in the high school. There is not, as here in America, opportunities to work for McDonald's or something else. No, we don't have nothing. No fast food over there, no nothing. Pretty much you eat what you have home and you buy something from the market, just whatever, if you can afford it. I was training, making some money. I stopped going to competing because it was very expensive and my parents didn't have no money to give me. So each competition, it's going to be around like $1,000 to $1,500, which is almost a full year of expenses for a whole family to live over there. So you understand, of course, they will not give me this money. They will give me if they will have, but they didn't have. On the school, pretty much I was good with everyone, always having friends around, and always I had the goal like to have better people around, and I knew that I have to make them. So of course, by training with them together, by going here, going there with them, we built pretty much a good connection over there, and we were holding that city, as I will name it, like literally over there they will say like sport mafia. We were about health, you know, like saving the other. Saving like people like from the other bad guys, because in those countries, because they have a lot of time and they don't have what to do, they will attack women, they will attack smaller kids or older people, stealing something from them. So we were kind of like helping to make it more clean and more safe over there in our city, and we were working actually with police too. Police were helping us. During the same time, I was working a lot on helping my parents. From 13 years old, I remember I jumped on the car and I started to drive the car because I had to drop my mom to flea market. Over there we were selling fish. My parents pretty much are fish people, so they had a pound and they would catch the fish, a bunch of fish, like tons of fish. I'm gonna sell on that flea market. So I will help to load and unload from the trunk of the car the fish and even sell for people. Depends how many pounds they will like and blah blah blah. So I had the opportunity to learn the sales and the worth of money from when I was a kid. My schedule when I was like 13, 14, it was this way: 5 o'clock wake up, eating, feeding all the gases and all the animals around the house, what we had, cows and pigs and everything else. 6:30 I had to drop out my mom at the flea market, and between 6:30 and 7:30 I had to get to my school, which I was taking the car and go on with the car at the school, because after school I will have to go to pick up my mom from the flea market and go home. After I will get home, I will have to clean around the house, clean the car from the smell of the fish and all this shit, and then go training. And after I come from training, 7 p.m., do my homework if I will have, and go sleep. So pretty much on the schedule, it was 9 to 5. I will sleep between 9 and 10 p.m., 5 a.m., wake up. There was not one day when I will sleep even more. Even Sundays, I will have to wake up at 5, do the same shit, because at 8 o'clock I had to be at the church. So that's pretty much how I grow up. I didn't have no opportunity to have phones and internet and computers, no, nothing. My brother had a little bit different opportunities because I was the guy who takes everything in his hands, and he was more like chill guy. It wasn't easy, but right now I do understand that that type of lifestyle, it teach me and made me the strong person, to be a strong person. Okay, second step. I will say the adult life. I got 18, I finished the high school, and of course I was looking like to go at the university. I finished the high school with the good, gold medals and all this stuff, so I went to the university on political international science. When I got into that big city, millions of people over there, and everyone's struggling with something, and pretty much very aggressive people are over there, I did realize what is the real world, and that over there is going to be very hard for me to grow and do something just because I didn't have no connections. And over there in our countries, it's everything is about corruption. You have more money, you have more connections, then you can be maybe anywhere over there working and having your own business. If you don't have it, then you don't have it. So because I didn't have the luck to have rich parents and with connections and all this stuff, of course I had to make some other plans. I remember I was going from the gym home, and I met one person on the road, and I asked him, hey, do you know where is the place where I can go to apply for student visa work for America? He said, J1? I said, yes. He said, I'm just coming from over there. I just did my application. So over there in Moldova and those other countries, they will have small offices and they will sell this kind of visas, and they will have directly connections with the restaurants, with big corporations here in America, and pretty much they will sell us for those companies to come to work here for very low amount of money in kind of like experience exchange experience. So I just meet that person. He sent me directly to another person. That person, he had actually good connections here in America, good jobs opportunities, and blah, 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 blah. I asked him how much. He said $1,500 and from the start, and then another like 1,500 or 2,000 on the finish. I said, damn, that's a lot of money. I will make in 3 months this amount of money at least. He said, yes, you can make around like $10,000, $15,000 in 3 months during the summer in America. I was thinking, oh, okay, that's good. Let's try. So I had to get some loan money from my parents' friends who were in Italy in order to pay for this application. I did that, I found the money. Then they sent me to the classes to learn the English because I had to pass a test over there. So I went, I kind of tried to learn a little bit. The learning it was like, hi, how are you? And what kind of job are you going to do in America? And blah, blah, blah. And what's the reason of going to America? That was a few questions what I had to answer. I did go for 2-3 months over there in the English classes in Moldova. They were working hard on us. So I had to go to pass the test at the US Embassy over there in Moldova. So it was my first time when I had to meet a real American person face to face and talk with them. And I knew that pretty much my life depends right now on this person and depends how they will take me. So guess what? I was waiting over there like for 2-3 hours outside, hot. They let me go in. And I know one thing what they told me over there in the English classes. They told me, hey, American people really likes when you smile. So no matter what you do, just smile. So I will open the door and we'll walk over there with a big smile. Hi. I will be honest, I didn't even understand what she asked me. I just start just by intuition just to remind myself what we spoke over there during the classes. And I started to tell her that I'm good, blah, blah, blah. I want to go to Utah to work over there at the restaurant and blah, blah, blah. So she said, okay, that's it. That's it, okay, like 30 seconds. She put a stamp, good to go. I was the happiest person. I walked outside. I remember I called my girlfriend and I told her, hey, that's the case, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go like in 2 months in America. I was so happy. I called my parents. They were happy too. A little bit afraid, but happy. So that was the day when I said, fuck the university. I stopped the same day to go to the university. The reason of going to the university, it was to get somehow into America. And you have to be in the university in order to get the J1 visa. That's it. I stopped to go to the university. I started to work even harder on loading like packages for like kind of like Amazon here, the same over there. Loading, unloading, and making some money for myself to have. It came like, I remember May 15 it came. And I had to go to America. It was hard for me a little bit mentally because nobody from our families went so far, like in different countries, and no connections at all here in America. I didn't know nobody, no nothing. And pretty much it was also hard because I was 1.5 years with my girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. Many other guys will be pussy. They will say, oh, no, I'm not gonna go, blah, 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 or whatever, find different other whatever excuses. So I didn't have no excuses. I said, okay, I'm going to go, I'm going to make it, and we will see how it's going to go. But we're still together, we're still building. I don't need anything else. I just need to grow and build a good, healthy family. She knew about this from the start, and I didn't joke. It was everything real. I came to America. I was actually in Galveston, Texas. First, my job over there it was at Rainforest Cafe. I was cleaning the dishes from the tables. First 2 days in America, I slept at the ocean. It was hot, it was pretty much good, but because nobody will give us even the hotels, because we didn't have no papers, no nothing, so they will look at us like, you guys are crazy. So we found a local person from our countries who lived over there longer. He found for us a small apartment over there, 2 connections. We paid cash. We were living like 12 people in one bedroom apartment. Because we didn't have no money, guys. We came like for $200-300. Someone who was more lucky, they had a little bit more money, but I didn't have. So pretty much that was all the money what we put only to have a place to sleep. 3 days later, we went to the restaurant. We started to work, hours. We were asking even more hours to work. And I remember I got my like $200-300 check for like 4 or 5 days, whatever of work. I was very happy. I was available at least to buy some food. I remember the food what we were eating. It was only chicken legs and potatoes. That's everything what we were eating, and drinking water from whatever, not buying from the stores. I was walking through the ocean on one night and I was like, okay, working over there, staying over there, I don't know where I'm gonna grow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I start to go more deep and look on the Facebook, look on the Google, what's going on, what's the most popular things in America to do from a start. And I kind of find out that construction is number one, easiest way to go, to paint, to do something where you can make money and not know very good English. And while I was looking on the Facebook over there, I found a guy from my city. He was in America. I didn't know about him. I never saw him in my country over there. And I just texted him. I texted him and I told him, hey, I'm in Texas. Pretty much, if you have any opportunities for me for work, I will be more than happy. I'm ready to work even for free. Just have a place where to sleep and I will help you before I will learn anything. He said, hey, right now, pretty much I have a company with pickup trucks. We're delivering cars. I said, okay. He bought me the tickets and I went from Texas to South Carolina, Greenville. Second day, I just arrived and he said, okay, we're ready to go on the trip. We're gonna go from South Carolina to New Jersey and New Jersey, Miami, pretty much that was the route on the East Coast up and down. I was looking how this work it goes and I was trying to learn everything, how to strap the cars because I never saw straps in my life. In our countries we don't have. And guys, remember, all this stuff I was doing without American driver's license, without anything like, I didn't had nothing. I had only a small driver's license from Moldova, which nobody will understand. So I jumped and I took the risk and I was driving with those Moldovan driver's license. I drove almost like a month and a half. I got stopped by police like 2-3 times. Each time I will tell them this is international driver's license, I'm working for my boss and sorry, no English, blah, blah, blah. Everything was good. Then I had an accident where my partner, not my partner, for the guy I was working, he was actually with me. And we dropped 15 motorcycles from the trailer. All of them got damaged. He actually was working without the insurance back in the days, not even plates on the truck and trailer. And it was a mess, guys. And pretty much he just didn't show up and he just didn't deliver those motorcycles to the people, to the owners, or to the motorcycle dealership. I don't know what load it was and for who it was, but I remember this was the problem. And he said nobody will find us because we got through whatever, third, fourth wheel and connections. I don't know what they did, but that's what it was. And we said, okay, we're not going to take any more motorcycles. We're going to deliver only cars. While driving from Miami, our truck got on fire, burned. That's it. Pretty much he lost everything and I lost my job. What we should do? He said, I know some guys over there who are working in the granite business. We should go ask them for work. I think it's going to be better. Construction is construction. He said, I'm tired of these trucks. I said, okay, let's go, because I'm not a person who cannot sleep during the nighttime. I need to sleep. We went over there. Those guys, they pretty much meet us. They were happy to see another few guys from their countries. We told them, hey, we're ready to work. Whatever you're going to pay us, that's going to be. They told us this way, $500 a week, Monday to Friday between 7 until 5 p.m. Okay, no problem. So 5 o'clock I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to the Gold's Gym, train, and then go directly to work. After work, I'm going to come home. I will prep myself food for the next day because I was also on the schedule with food, with training. That was my lifestyle. And learning the work. I learned very fast the whole granite industry, how it works, from simple polisher to fabrication to installation. Then I learned, when I had a little bit better English, I jumped into go on to do the templates. And after that, I started to learn the sales. Then I was holding I was the shop manager. They gave me the opportunity because I was learning fast and I was better than many other guys around. I got the shop manager position, then I got the install manager position too. So I was holding two departments. I was holding very good, getting other people who I knew into my pretty much team over there because I was already a subcontractor. I helped many other guys from my also country who was looking for work. I teach them the same way as they teach me. And I started to save some money because I had, back on the days when I was a shop manager and install manager, I was having like 20, 25 people working under my company. So pretty much I was making not bad money, like $15,000, $20,000 a month I was making easy, clean money. And I saved some money. I got to those guys and I offered them, hey guys, I want to grow more, I want to do more. I'm thinking to open my own shop, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much they didn't had the really believe and the big open mind that to go to open something more. And then with that guy who was with me in that granite industry, the owner of the trucking company, pretty much we decided to open in Charleston a company. So we went over there and we started to open the first company in Charleston, South Carolina. We were working hard, but I will say it was a hot market. It was the right choice, and we had the good people around us. That's what we needed. Everything else we will learn during the process. So learning during the process, hiring other good, better people with better knowledge and learning also from them. We start to open more and more locations every damn year, and then many other locations, even more a year. So he is more in the south, was taking care. Then I decided to open more locations, even more, because I had more people, more connections. And also, I was very good with saving money. So every damn penny I will save, I will invest it. That's how I got to Nashville, to many other states, owning multiple companies, multiple employees, multiple partners. And I will say that it wasn't easy, but I'm thankful for myself for who I wasn't before and that I took the risk to come to America and made all this stuff. Also, during all this process with talking about the business and everything else, also I built a healthy and beautiful family, which is very also important for me. The girlfriend who I was dating back in Moldova, she won the lottery after 2 years. And she came to America. We never broke up. We were discussing, talking to Skype and Facebook, whatever social medias we had back in the days. We were honest to each other and trying to keep it, and we had a goal to build, to grow. So she won the green card lottery 2 years later. She came to America. I was very happy and surprised to see her after two years later, guys. It's very hard. And she was with me also on all the locations while we were opening and struggling and having problems and having stress. She saw all my growth from zero, from nothing to something, and she was with me on all this stress and all this stuff. And no matter what, but even when at the time it was hard, we were going through all these things together. And then we decided like it's time to have kids, because I had in my brain 25 I have to have first kid. That's exactly what had happened. When I was 25 years old, my first son came into this world. I was very happy. And before first son, I was like, I was thinking I have to work very a lot and blah, blah, blah. But after when he came in this world, I was like spending time with the family more, and doing actually even more growth and more making more money even while spending more time home, just because I changed my vision that not always doing more actually helps. Sometimes you just do the quality, you split pretty much the positions of the risks onto different steps, and you hire some people who can take care of those some kind of problems, risks, whatever. And the more you split, the more you manage all this stuff, the more time you will have for yourselves. And this is going to make me even more money. So that part of change, pretty much my kid teach me to do this, because maybe I will not never know this. But hard times taught me a lot. So during the same, like building business, building family, spending time in here and there and gym and everything. And also at the same time, training for myself and spending time with friends and building this big empire. Then we moved, we were living between 2 states, Florida and Nashville. I saw pretty much the life of Florida, how it goes, how is everything else. And I was thinking for a family, for my kids, it's going to be better to spend time here. And even for me to be more focused and to actually attract more better people is going to be here in Nashville and this upper states than in Florida, because everyone over there in Florida were just lazy people who wanted just to, I don't know, they don't want to work over there. So I came here right now, I'm living here, and it's my full time here right now, and investing in different states also, controlling all the companies, having goals to open more companies. But for many years I had something in my soul knocking every damn morning knocking in me, inside me, damn it. I want to do more. I want to do more. I couldn't understand what is that more. I've always wanted to help people. That was like from when I was even kid. I was dreaming to have money, to help homeless people, to help kids who needs money to survive. I mean, like for some liver recovery or something, whatever. For any kind of cancer stuff, everything is, whatever is possible, just help people to live more in this world and better life. And then I came up with the idea that nothing right now beats the social media. And I decided like, hey, because I want to help more people, I have to jump right now and be on the social media and share with people what I know, because I know already a lot and have a lot. And build a healthy community and share this knowledge with more and more people. Because I really need a big empire in order to have a longer generation, healthy mental people. Everything starts from our mentality, guys. You cannot make this hand move if your mental health is not going to be on where it needs to be. So that starts with spend your time with yourself, find who you are, and that's very good word saying, like fix your mind and then everything around is going to get fixed by itself. So Empire Mentality is to help this young generation and also the older people who lost their belief in life, who lost themselves, I will say that, to find actually who they are, to be strong, and the men's to be real men's, not those lazy, fake, pussy people. For this we open the Empire Mentality. Number 1, fitness. Number 2 is going to be supplements. Number 3, clothing brand. Number 4, business. Business plans, business ideas, and business investments. Number 5, doctors. Okay, why we need doctors? It's easy, guys. We have many guys right now around who goes to the gym and they jump onto the cycles and they put in their body different kind of shit and they want to be healthy. They want to have healthy mind. They don't want to have depression. So everything starts from over there and how your body responds and what levels are your vitamins, what you drink, how you sleep, what you eat, and all these things are very important. That's why we need doctors. You're gonna go, you're gonna do your lab work, we understand what's going on with your body, and then we know which way to direct you and where to get good results. Fitness, we're gonna have personal trainers. So you have the doctor, you go, you do your blood work, that goes to your personal trainer sees with the doctors what the fuck is going on with your body. You are low on vitamin D, on zinc, on many other things. That's why you don't have the mood, that's why you don't have the focus, that's why you don't have the willing to do something else. And before they will give you, subscribe you anything, they will ask you how is your lifestyle, how many hours you sleep, and many other things. They will put you on the right schedule. If you're going to follow, then you're going to get the results. As I say, this is not going to be for pussy people challenge. That's going to be for real men who wants to change themselves and they want to grow and they want to do something with their life, okay? So I'm not going to feed you with fake information and blah, 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 just because, guess what? I just want to be, I don't know. I don't want to have weak people around me. So in order to build a whole strong empire, I have to be honest, I have to tell you the truth, and I have to make you to suffer, because through all this fakeness and making, oh, you are good, oh, that's a bullshit, okay? I'm not going to have a good army around me, and I'm not going to have with who to invest and with who to help more people around. So doctors, personal trainers. Also, we're going to have the opportunities with meals. We're going to have the guy who's going to prep you the meals and by your grams and milligrams, by everything what your trainer and doctor will say. So this is not just a podcast. This is not just a page where it's just built just for, I don't know, just to talk some whatever information over there. No, guys, this is to build the results in multiple directions, but everything to be attached, everything under one roof, under one empire. Because many guys, they do separate around. I don't want to do separate. I want to have everything in one plate. Only then you can get the results of all these guys. So you take a guy from the start, you put him from the doctors, from food, from sleep, from training, teaching him the business, and then you build something with these people. Empire mentality, it's also about the cars. We love cars, exotic cars. We're going to have exotic car meetings. We're going to have business exotic car meetings where I will put the whole, I will choose the best guys around here in Nashville who's going to share with you the knowledge of how they got where they are right now, and maybe that thing is going to help you to understand what maybe you should change in yourself or learn in order to get something similar. I don't believe in something where you can do everything by yourself. You can do through a certain level, but to be very, very big, you have to know how to work with partners, with people, how to share and learn and be responsible, and also be very honest with the people around you. I do believe in energy. I do believe that everything what we have around us is that something is our energy from inside us, and energy makes energy. That's what I believe. That's why I always want to do more and more and more in this life, because that's charging me. That makes me happy. I like when I see the people around me succeed. I like that, because that helps me and realizing and pushing me to want even to do more and help more, because the more people I will have around who succeed in this life, the more people we also will be available to save, to help, and direct to the right way in this life. So right now it's not a journey where I'm focused to make more money from all this stuff. That's not actually for me making money. That's my hobby. That's something what I like, and I do invest right now into this. I have enough money to live, and I have another incomes from where to come. But this is an investment in order to help and direct the people around me. In the future, if this thing is going to make everything a lot of money, we're going to donate a lot of the money for the people who need this money. And hopefully with the time, I will be available to have an organization and build that in order to help for real people who are almost on the stage to die, and we can save them. Kids, whatever people we can save. That's my end goal. Guys, the podcast right now, I'm going to try to make it once a week. Every week with the podcast is going to be different. We're going to interview different people around. Hey, and very rich people and people who only start their journey in the business or in the life or being a doctor or being something. We're going to discuss about everything, how our brain works, how our energy works, how to attract more things, how to build more things, how to get results in the fitness industry, about every damn thing we're going to discuss on this channel. So it's going to be multi-steps channel. Also on this YouTube channel, we're going to post over there one video a week about like car meetings, what I did during the week, whatever things I will think I should share with you about food, about gym, and many other things what is going to appear during the process. I really believe that it's possible to do something nice, and I know many people around, they're looking and they just, whatever, they just don't want to support, or they just think this is a play game, it's a joke, or blah, 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 blah. No, guys, I am who I am. I want to do this, and I don't care what many people around think. I know we have the opportunity, and we have to do as much good as possible in this world. Because our time is limitless. Our day goes day by day, hour by hour, and I want to have something behind me. Not only money, I want to have a name, I want to have an empire who will continue doing this even if I'm not going to be here. I do believe this is possible. I do believe that my kids will see and many other kids around will see. They will get inspired and they will follow the idea of building a strong empire, an empire of healthy mind people who will help others also to be on the right way and direction. Hey, God bless everyone, and we're gonna notice you when it's gonna be the next video and who's gonna be the person who we're gonna interview. Also, guys, if you wanna be interviewed, please send us a DM Put on the comments your name. We're gonna text you and we're gonna interview you also. Let's go. It's time to grow and share as much knowledge as possible with the people to help them to be on the right way. Thank you.